And what is your heritage?
I'm fully Colombian.
I'm Colombian, so it's my favorite area in London.
Bare Latinos, Hispanics here, you know. Big up my Dominicans. Yeah.
In Spanish, how would a Colombian complain about the British weather with all the slang?
Gonorrhea. That's the best word I can think of. Gonorrhea. I can't get too rude on there, but yeah, that's the best word I can describe it.
You can get rude.
I can get rude?
Yeah.
Malparido hijo de puta, yo no sé por qué cada año quiere cambiar cada día, cada minuto y cada segundo. Por favor, dame más solo, mira mi fucking blanquito skin.
This is like the working class territory. This territory belongs to us. This is ours. This place is riddled, unfortunately, with crack, cocaine and guns. These streets here. Very dangerous streets are these.
I recently heard an American say that Elephant and Castle is London's most dangerous Latin hood, which I don't agree with. So I thought I'd come to the area and see how others feel about Elephant and Castle. Okay, so what are your thoughts on Elephant and Castle?
I absolutely love Elephant and Castle. Reason why it's so diverse, so multicultural. You can come here for Latino food especially. You can come here for African, Jamaican. It doesn't matter what you think of. We got down the road, we got Bagel King as well. I know you all know that. So that's a special heritage for us. And I can't lie, man, it's just upgrading every single time, every single year. So I love it, and I love the people around here, man. There ain't no place like it. Ain't no place like home.
So how would you describe Elephant and Castle?
Right, Elephant and Castle is a very familiar area, like very Latino area. Lots of like a big community, Colombians, Ecuadorians, Dominicans. Everyone comes in family. Like as you see, like there's so many restaurants around, so many bakeries, different things around. So I think like Elephant and Castle is like changing a lot as well, because it used to be a little bit different, used to be a little bit rough. Now it's changing a little bit better, a little bit more, and yeah, it's getting even better and better. To be honest, I really like it today.
What do you think of Elephant and Castle?
I mean, it's giving vibe, it's giving Latino. I mean, I'm Colombian, so it's my favorite area in London. Unfortunately, I don't live here. I live in Cricklewood, but most part of the time I came here. There is Volawood, just right there, which is a nightclub, one of the best ones. There's plenty of Colombian food, so it's given Latino, and I like it.
I've actually documented a video as well here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because my channel is based on speaking to different people from different communities in their language and trying to connect and understand their culture a little.
De un país muy bonito llamado Colombia, ¿no? Entonces, ¿qué tú piensas?
No, para mí Elephant and Castle es un lugar donde venir a distraerme de lo común, del trabajo, de la casa, venir a hablar con los amigos, es eso. Sí, compartir, hacer algo diferente, salir de la rutina diaria.
Entonces, hermano, es esto. Tengo algunas palabras para colombianas del mundo que tal vez mirándonos en este momento.
No, todos los colombianos y que quieran venir, por acá estamos parchados, por acá venimos a relajarnos y a disfrutar un momento, a disfrutar el ratico y ya.
Bueno, muchas gracias, hermano. Tú sabes.
Elephant Castle es la perdición. Elephant Castle es la perdición, la verdad. La perdición.
Bueno, muchas gracias, hermano.
Es la perdición, pero es la locura, El día a día, James Brown. El día a día. Acá está la fiesta, acá están los amigos, se convive, se goza, porque aquí todos son uno, ¿sabes?
Estamos aquí,
todos
estamos
son uno.
aquí.
Acá,
Sí.
Aquí cualquier persona que venga donde sea, aquí lo cuidan, aquí te ayudan, pero depende, ¿no? Depende.
Muchas gracias, hermano.
Elephant Castle es una locura.
Muchas gracias, hermano.
That's so funny. I usually don't bump into other YouTubers that do this. So are you Latino?
No, I'm not. I was born in Ireland and I'm Nigerian, so I'm Irish and Nigerian. Yes, yep. I'm Irish and Nigerian. My parents are Nigerian I was born in Ireland. I came to the UK, London specifically, when I was maybe 6 or 7. And I just grew up here and been here ever since.
Elephant and Castle always reminds me of my granny and Aphex Twin, because my granny worked for London Transport for 32 years and Elephant and Castle was one of her stations. And then I think of Aphex Twin because he used to live right around the corner from here, and we walked it from his place to Camden Town, went to Electric Ballroom, and that's the longest I've ever walked in London. What do you think of Elephant and Castle?
Well, I think it's a crying shame.
Why?
Well, basically what's happened, yeah, this is like a working class area, a lot of Irish immigrants over here, etc., yeah. But what's happening now is lost his personality. Yeah, there's a lot of money's been poured into the place, hence the Woolworth project, yeah. Now, I got cut with a razor blade here 43 years ago. I was attacked on the Woolworth Road, and I was given 30 stitches in a wound, yeah. I was 15 years of age. It was a very traumatic experience, but I come over here to go to the restaurants nowadays, yeah? And basically it's a shame. You know, this is like the working class territory. This territory belongs to us. This is ours. Yeah, what you can see is international corporations going up all over the place. Big buildings.
I go to school in Elephant and Castle. I go to UAL, University of the Arts of London here. I think that it's under development and I'm excited to see the changes that it makes. Right now I'm making a documentary about the building that I'm actually in front of right now. That's going to become my new school. I've been inside the building, but I haven't been here long enough to say that I know what it was like before these changes were made. Right now it's sort of in this transitional stage and I feel like everyone's just waiting for the construction to stop so that we can see it become something like King's Cross, where it's like nice and beautiful. But at the minute, it kind of just represents education to me, because this is where I've been learning about all of my filmmaking recently. As we can see, I'm literally doing so right now.
It's a great place to be, you know. My culture's here, you know.
So you said your culture is here?
Yeah, you know, Dominicans.
What is your culture? You're Dominican?
Yeah, I'm Dominican.
And you speak Spanish?
Yeah.
In Spanish, can you tell me how you would complain about the British weather?
El clima aquí en Londres feísimo, lo odio, no me gusta. Yeah.
Hace mucho frío, yeah.
Sí, hace mucho frío, ¿tú sabes? Ajá. Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest,
yeah.
How dangerous would you say Elephant and Castle is?
Oh, nah, it's not even dangerous at all. I would say I'll give it a 4, because London's dangerous all over. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'll give it a 4 because back in the day, yeah, you're gonna have that stigma, bus station comes from everywhere, this and that. But I think right now, because it's getting gentrified as well, look at all these big buildings we got now, a lot more safer than it was before. Way more safer.
Okay, hola.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Bien.
Bien. Mi nombre es Henry.
Okay, ¿de dónde es?
De Dominican Republic.
Okay, bueno,
República Dominicana.
Okay, ¿qué parte?
La ciudad, Santo Domingo.
Okay, bueno. Entonces, hoy estoy intentando descubrir que personas como ti, que un país que habla español, que es básicamente
habla hispana.
Habla español. Entonces, ¿qué es tu experiencia o qué tú piensas sobre Elephant and Castle, por ejemplo?
Bueno, Elephant and Castle es una ¿cómo se dice? Vamos a poner una ciudad, porque esto es Londres, la ciudad, pero es bueno aquí, pero también tiene su parte mala y su parte buena. Como ya sabrá, aquí mismo en esta esquina, a la dueña de ese negocio le mataron un hijo. Pero es lamentable, pero nosotros ya no olvidamos del pasado y seguimos disfrutando entre nosotros. Pero esa es la experiencia que yo he tenido aquí, es una experiencia buena y también mala, porque como uno es inmigrante y viene a buscar vida, a trabajar, me ha gustado Londres, en alguna parte, pero en muchas no, ¿me entiendes? Y el peligro que estamos ahora mismo, que hay mucha delincuencia, también eso no está muy bueno, ¿me entiendes?
And what would you like to share about Elephant and Castle?
Well, Elephant and Castle is a really cozy place. Once you know a little bit about the people, it feels like you're part of the family and you're welcomed along here.
So you're happy here?
Yes.
Some people are saying that Elephant and Castle is now a Latin hood, like a South American hood. Do you feel that it is?
Yes, I do. And for me, it's a joy to see these people here in London. I spent 3 years out in South America 40 years ago. Yeah, I was in the army. And basically, it's a joy for me to see the South Americans here. I get to practice my Spanish, you see.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, how dangerous would you say Elephant and Castle is?
Well, I wouldn't even give you a number. I wouldn't even give you a number. I wouldn't even entertain that. That makes sense?
So I guess that's like, okay, I get it.
It's a triple X, baby. Wow. It's a triple X.
I'm really, really happy, and I'm not moving from the flat. I'm really happy, to be honest. It's Elephant Castle. You know, you have, if you like to work 20 minutes, you are in the Big Ben. You know, if you want the 10 minutes, you are on the Shard. Close here is the bridge, so London Bridge. So more than this, I can't ask more, to be honest.
¿Cómo estás?
Hola, muy bien.
Ok, bien. Entonces, ¿de dónde eres?
De Colombia, Bogotá.
Ok, entonces interesante. Entonces, ¿qué tú piensas? ¿Qué es tu experiencias o tu opinión sobre Elephant and Castle? ¿Qué tú piensas?
Que es un lugar donde la comunidad latina se ve mucha comunidad latina y pues es muy acogedor porque uno se acuerda del país de uno por la gente que conoce.
Ok, bueno. Entonces, en tu opinión, ¿tú dirías que es un lugar que es peligroso un poco o no?
No realmente, porque la gente es muy unida, ya que son la mayoría del mismo país, pues de Colombia, la mayoría que conozco. Entonces, pues no diría que es peligroso.
I will say that I do find the Latino community, heritage, culture very interesting, very fascinating, you know. I think it kind of has a lot of resemblance to my own culture, my own Nigerian African culture, and I find it very easy to relate to them and kind of, I don't know, vibe with them more or less, you know.
Okay, so how would you describe Elephant and Castle?
I would say it's a nice place to come for Latin community.
There in the background, giggling.
It's a nice place if you want to come eat Latin food, Colombian food, like just want to eat something like new, if you want to experience. But I would say typically in the night it's quite dangerous because you always find like gangs, like Spanish gangs, who just chill like on like the center of Elephant here. So they always sit around and they bring like their tools, you know.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, how dangerous would you say Elephant and Castle is? Like, how would you rate it?
I mean, I say like 4.
4?
Yeah, like not that bad. Yeah.
So I'll be honest, I'm not from around here, but every time I step in this area, I feel like I'm in danger. I feel like I'm not safe. I feel like someone might come out and, you know, my phone might be gone in a jiffy. So I'd say out of 10, like a solid 7.5, close to 8. You know, on a good day, it's a 6. But yeah.
I guess my main thing that I like about this area is the Latin community and like all the restaurants and things around here. I always love coming to like Peruvian restaurants, Colombian restaurants. It's really sad that the shopping center has shut down, so I think that was a big hub, but it's really nice that there's still such a strong presence here.
Yeah, we just ate at a Peruvian restaurant, so it feels like Elephant Castle should be about like community vibe and the people that live near. All of these like kind of soulless, like gentrified spaces are not very nice.
I've just been at the Southwark Playhouse and had a nice meal at Chili's Trek, which has been here for ages. I know that's a restaurant. So yeah, I think it's definitely on the up, and with all the new developments with the Elephant Park and the development of the shopping centre, I think it will become more popular, and I can see myself coming here more in the future.
Would you describe Elephant and Castle as a Latin hood?
I wouldn't know, honestly. I wouldn't describe it as that as such. I would say it has quite a strong kind of Afro-Caribbean community here, so I've understood it. But I don't know much about the kind of Latin community here.
And so many of these buildings are just like horrible and also badly built. But there's that one over there which has the big like turbines in it, which apparently they turned them on once and it made the whole building like shake so much that they had to turn it off, and they spent like millions of pounds on that, which is so stupid.
You got people dying on our streets here, right? And you got people walking around with a lot to say for themselves. Yeah? A lot to say for themselves. I mean, it's a shame. You know what I mean? London was a great city. You know what I'm saying? Today it's very sad. It's a sad indictment for United Kingdom, if you like. Having said that, what are they good for? They went over to Africa, they went over to Asia, and they just raped and pillaged their way, and they still got the monetary revenue in the bank. It's in the Bank of England, still in circulation. Yeah. See, the money's going offshore, and the people are dying. That's what's happening to the money. That's my opinion, darling.
I've never personally experienced any crime. However, I have heard about different friends of mine having problems with like phones being stolen, like snatched through, like, you know, bikers that go through.
That's the most common thing to happen. Like, just they'll be coming on those type of bikes, like electric bikes, literally boom, boom, gone. Yeah.
But it does have its little petty crimes there and there. And I think, obviously, that being said, Elephant Castle, it's not dangerous, but obviously it being in London does have its own bits of crime, obviously, and danger as well, you know. But I wouldn't say it's anything that's above anything else, but obviously, yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the safety of Elephant and Castle, like 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest?
I mean, it's the same as anywhere in London, right? Like, I don't feel unsafe here ever.
I guess, I don't know, 7?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say 7 about everywhere, smart building. Yeah.
I mean, I feel pretty safe out and about here, but not because it's so busy and I don't know the community so well. I'm sort of wary a little bit.
I feel like the only thing to worry about here is like, because it gets really busy, might be like, maybe like pickpocketers or anything, but I feel like it's more like in central London and stuff.
I feel safe though, so I don't know.
There are a lot of youth in the area. They may get into altercations, but from a daily instances of seeing crime, not often at all.
But yeah, it's normally safe, isn't it?
But yeah, it's still normally safe most of the times.
Like, I don't feel much danger here at all. I work nights, so I come home at night by myself. I've lived in Peckham, Camberwell, all over, and I'd say this is the safest I've felt in South London.
That's great. Yeah. And what's your heritage?
I'm Colombian.
No, entonces, en tu opinión también, ¿tú piensas que es más peligrosa aquí, peligroso?
No realmente, pues personalmente nunca he sentido peligro. Al contrario, creo que pues es una comunidad demasiado tranquila y me siento segura.
Do you feel like you're in a Latin hood?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I feel like I see a plethora of different races and ages coming through the area on a daily basis. So while I'm aware that there is a Latin community in the area, I definitely want to say that they like dominate the area, or any other races or denominations don't feel welcome.
Do you feel like that could change in the future?
Definitely not. I feel like if anything, it will become even more diverse with the new developments going up in the area. So it's going to become a hub for people to meet. Therefore, it's just only going to increase the amount of diversity in the area.
Would you describe Elephant and Castle as a Latin hood, or would you say it's a little bit more diverse than that?
Mixed.
Yeah, it's mixed for sure, and that's another thing that's.
But the really good thing about it is that it's mixed, but it has a really clear sense of what it is. And I think what's really weird about these buildings coming up is that, like, every time a building like that goes up, it becomes harder and harder to know what the like edges of the place are and who was there for their
I want to say that now Elephant and Castle is growing up so much. I think it's getting the same to Canary Wharf. I think in some years it's gonna be similar to Canary Wharf because it's getting, isn't it?
And what is your heritage?
Where
are you from?
Bolivia. Bolivia and maybe Chinese. I don't know. But so many people are saying that. Chinese, Asian. I don't. Maybe I don't know. Or Thailand, Philippines.
Elephant Castle is not only just filled with the Latin community, but therefore with others also, definitely from different countries as well. For example, more Asians, like Chinese, all sorts. You can see it through like a lot of restaurants, which is filled. It's filled because it's diverse, for sure. It's really diverse.
Well, I've just moved here for 2 months, so I think I think this area is great. It's very convenient and it's good for living, especially for young people.
Do you feel safe here?
Yeah, sure.
How would you describe this area demographic-wise? Would you say it's like a Latin hood?
No, I think it's kind of mixed.
So this isn't like East Los Angeles, which is where I used to live, and that's 95% Mexican. Elephant and Castle is nowhere near that. It's far too diverse, especially with the university here. And also, when we walked it from here to Camden Town, which is South London to North London, that was at night. And even though I know crime happens everywhere, I still didn't feel unsafe. And when my granny worked here, I never worried about her being in Elephant and Castle.
Hermano, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Bien, gracias a Dios. Entonces, ¿de dónde eres?
De España.
De España, ok, interesante. Entonces, ¿qué tú piensas sobre esta área, Elephant and Castle? Muchas personas dicen que es un lugar que existen muchas personas que hablan español, que es más o menos latino, ¿no? Pero, ¿qué tú piensas?
No, está muy bien. Es la primera vez que vengo a esta zona y la verdad que he escuchado a mucha gente hablando español y cuando uno vive fuera, ¿no? Y no está tan expuesto al español, pues venir aquí, ¿no? En Londres, a una zona en la que se habla español, pues te trae recuerdos de casa, es como más, no sé, cercano.
Ok, bueno, interesante. Entonces, ¿tú podrías recomendar algo para personas que quieren visitar aquí?
Bueno, si alguien viene a alguna comunidad hispanoparlante, pues pueden venir aquí y la verdad que hay muchos locales donde hablan español, ofrecen productos de muchas partes de tanto España como de Latinoamérica y está muy bien, muy buena calidad.
Bueno, hermano, por fin. Entonces, ¿qué estás disfrutando ahora? Que tú puedes me decir.
Esto es helado de dulce de leche.
Ok, bueno, interesante. Mira, muchas gracias, hermano.
No, muchas gracias a ti.
When did you start learning Spanish?
I started learning Spanish maybe 2 years ago now. I'm just naturally a curious person about where people are from. I'm naturally a curious guy. And I live around a lot of diverse people that are from different ethnic backgrounds and countries. So it kind of made me want to find out how to kind of communicate and explore with them a bit more. And so I just took it upon myself to take on the challenge to kind of say, let me learn the language so I can build my communication skills a bit more.
I moved here 2009 and Elephant Castle was such a Bronx, criminal stuff. And after they start moving that bridge 2015, 2016, they start doing that new elephant park here, and to be honest, it's just amazing. Elephant Castle, and the rent went up. Rent now is just insane. And now we used to be in zone 1, now we are only 2, now we are in zone 1. I wish you a nice afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you. You as well. You take care. Have a good night. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Bye.
Super. Dos meses. Gracias, hermano.
In Spanish, can you tell me how you complain about the British weather?
La verdad, no es que me queje mucho del clima. A veces me gusta. Yo siento que el clima como que forja el carácter, como que yo siento, ¿sabes? Sí, yo siento que los ingleses son fuertes y como que tienen ese coraje, creo que porque el clima es tan gris y como que les saca un garbo. Entonces, yo creo que el clima forja carácter.
Me gusta, a mí me encanta, a mí me gusta el clima de Inglaterra, me gusta, ¿no? A mí me gusta el frío, en particular me gusta el clima así frío, con lluvia, no sé, me siento muy bien con ese clima, pero Pero para ser sincero, en verano sí lo disfruto bastante, el calor sin polerita. Y ahora que estoy en el gimnasio, se me ven los músculos, está chévere. Yeah, I'm enjoying so much the weather the British weather.
In Spanish, can you tell me how you would complain about the British weather?
Bueno, la verdad es que aquí hace mucho frío, pero bueno, por parte mía, yo estoy muy acostumbrado al frío, me gusta el frío, pero la verdad es que es demasiado, se pasa a ratos.
Okay, bueno, no, entiendo. Entonces, por fin, yo quería saber también qué cosas personas pueden hacer si una persona quiere venir aquí para explorar o descubrir más de la comunidad de latinos.
Si tú te quieres referir a las personas que vienen aquí para descubrir, pues vienen muchos portugueses, los colombianos, se ligan mucho con nosotros porque les gustan el ritmo de nosotros, la bachata, el merengue, salsa. Como nosotros somos muy alegres, pero en realidad esta área de aquí vienen muchos ingleses, chinos han venido también a disfrutar, claro, chinos de la área, hay chinos hospedados en hoteles cercanos y vienen aquí a diferentes negocios. Todo este negocio es de latinos, solamente latinos, pero prácticamente la gran mayoría de las personas les gusta más por la diversión de nosotros, la comida especialmente, que es una comida que es igual que la de ustedes, que de África, ¿no? Tú eres de África o Francia, sí.
Africano, entonces.
Es algo similar, ¿tú me entiendes? Comemos con mucho sazón y mucho gusto, nos gusta la comida así, ¿me entiendes? Y eso es que viene la persona a descubrir el tipo de comida. No solamente aquí, también en otro país van muchos ingleses a nuestro país por las playas. Tú sabes que esa es la otra cosa, que aquí las playas no son libres igual que la de mi país, porque allí se goza, mucho se goza, ¿entiendes?
Bueno, entiendo. Entonces, por fin, que Dios te bendiga. Pocas palabras, para los entes de República Dominicana, tu país.
Ok, gracias. Un saludo a la gente de República Dominicana aquí con mi hermano. ¿Cómo es tu nombre? Michael, en una entrevista para él, para YouTube. Síganlo.
Bien. Gracias. Dios te bendiga.
Igual, mi hermano.
Gracias, hermano.
What country?
Dhaka. My country is Bangladesh.
Oh, Bangladesh.
Every country capital.
Yeah.
Very quiet, no traffic, no anything. You Monday to Friday, some 1 mile, 2 mile, 1 hour.
Yeah.
Lot of traffic.
Right. Do you like London? Or do you not like it here? Are you happy?